thanks everyone for coming. We're here to announce the Start Small Kiosk program here on the Boulevard. Very exciting program. And to tell us a little bit is our Vice Mayor Ron Smith.
Thank you. Hey, this is just a great day for small business people. These kiosks, these incubator type of programs, what it allows is we have a lot of people out of work. And some of them are very talented and have some amazing ideas, but they don't have that large capital to actually get something to open up one of these stores here. So, this allows them for a small amount of money to be able to get in and maybe start their dream of the idea that they've had of selling something, of making something, of whatever it is. And if they're successful, and they start building it, they can actually move from one of these kiosks to someday actually owning their own building. So it's a great way to start. We have a lot of people. It also creates more of a synergy downtown again. These have been successful in other cities. We've created this boulevard as a heartland of the city where people get out of their cars and they walk and they have a good time. There's going to be some really unique stuff sold out of these, some really neat businesses. It's all walkable. You just walk up to the kiosk, you walk down the boulevard. It just adds to the synergy. So I'd like to talk about entrepreneurials. We have one of our, you look up entrepreneurial in the city of Lancaster's dictionary, you have Sandra Johns' name there and picture. So I'm going to have her up and she could talk about small businesses and how they get started. So Sandra?
Okay, so we are definitely having our tropical breeze today to bring in the great kiosks. And thank you, Ron, I appreciate that. And in my days, when we were first starting business, it was called the CPR and First Aid Company. And we didn't call it the kiosk in those days, we called it a garage. That's where we started, was in a garage. So I can totally relate to this great journey that us future entrepreneurs are going to be having the honor to experience. I recall when Marco and I started in the garage, it was just a little space, but the passion was there, the determination was there. And we knew that this dream would become a reality. And there's so many other entrepreneurs like us and us locals here in the city of Lancaster. So we're so excited about these kiosks. It's in a beautiful, beautiful area here, as Ron was saying, where people will just walk the boulevard and get to really see all of these kiosks and what people are selling. But this is a great, great way for people that have that entrepreneur mind, that passion, that purpose of making something happen in their lives and in our community to start with these kiosks. So I'm looking forward to being a big part of helping rent out these kiosks so these people's dreams can come true. So thank you very much, and let's enjoy this beautiful day. And we have a lot of kiosks that are still available for rent, and looking forward to filling them all up. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce the folks who are up here, and then after that, we're going to ask Hua Chen to say a few words on behalf of Insight Development. With us here today, beside the Vice Mayor, is Steve English. Hua, who you'll hear from in a moment. You already heard from Councilwoman Johnson. And that's good, Ron, really. And then a lot of times, the staff that really work on these things don't get all the credit they deserve. We had a lot of people work on this, Brian Ludicky, Planning Department, but representing staff today are Shannon Dow and Kelvin Tainatongo. Please have a hand for them. And with that, I'd like to introduce Hua.
Thank you. Thank you for coming to Lancaster's latest and greatest economic innovation, the mobile kiosks. Built by Mike Stafford of MGS, this prototype is first of many that will line the main center of the boulevard. As the councilwoman and vice mayor mentioned, the local kiosks will give entrepreneurs an affordable option to launch their dream business in 500 to 700 square feet of space. We believe offering a wide range of goods and services through traditional retail shops and these mobile kiosks will be an important anchor to Lancaster's downtown in creating a true destination. Now, I believe behind every great woman are some not so bad mensches. My partners, Scott Ehrlich, Corey Heimlich, and Steve Aglash. And then there's some super awesome mensches, like the ones at the city. Chen Dow, Calvin, Mr. Bozigian, Mayor Paris, Mr. Dave McEwen, the Vice Mayor Ron Smith, Barbara Boswell, Pam Statsman. Without their tireless effort and vision, we wouldn't be here. Thank you.
Well, great. Hey, the one thing I don't think that was mentioned is that there's no parking spaces taken up by these kiosks. They're all going to be in the middle, including the hundreds and hundreds of parking spaces we have behind all the businesses that you can park. So if there's any other questions for anybody, if not, thank you, and can't wait to see them all open.